we make this business work, and that it's not sitting down for hours on end. It's about capturing that time, but being very disciplined and intentional. And I use the word intentional because I know a lot of times we can get caught up in Facebook world and Instagram world and stories. And we're like, God, I've been on this phone all day. But then you have to look at it as, have I been working? Or was I just mindlessly scrolling or watching other people's stories? It tended to make me feel bad. Did I get distracted? Did I get, all those little things? So I wanted to give you guys steps of what I do when I sit down for my power hour, or however long it takes me to do these certain things. And that way we can, hit the goals that we've decided to set at the beginning of the month and to move their business forward. So it's all about expanding your network, building your audience, and connecting. So I don't want you to think that if you do this power hour and you're like, shoot, I didn't sign up a coach, or I didn't get a challenge pack sale, that doesn't mean the power hour wasn't successful. If you are expanding your network and you're building that audience and you're connecting with them, we're going to go through all of that it's not just, thanks for liking my post. Those are the things that you do every single day that's going to help expand your network and build your audience so that you can connect with more people and they can see what you're doing also too. So every time you sit down, I know sometimes we're like, oh, I'm a scatterbrain. Like, what do I need to do? Wait, I should story. Wait, I should do this. So you need to sit down and go, what is my focus today? Is it inviting to a group? Is it locking in Success Club? I need that one more person so I can lock in Success Club. Like, what is the focus you're having? Is it following up from all the invites? It could be all those things. But before you sit down, so you don't get scatterbrained, what I like to do is any sheet of paper. As you guys know, I am not tech savvy. I know there's Google Streak and Google that and Google Sheets and Google. I am paper and pen. So do what's going to work for you. And if it's working for you, keep doing it. If you feel like you are not organized and you're all over the place, that's where you can dive into something different, right? But if what you're doing is working, don't change it, So I want you to focus on that too, because I know a lot of times we can see all these amazing things and I get so lost in all the technology. So I just do what works for me. It's been working for me for 5.5 years. It is very old school basic stuff, but whatever, it works for me. So I want you guys to sit down and I want you for the next however long this takes us to say, I'm going to be intentional. No matter what message pops up, no matter what story, even if there's somebody else that's out there that you're like, oh my gosh, I wanted to actually contact them. Just focus on being intentional with the time that we've allowed. And I want you guys to commit to that every time, even if it's 10 minutes in the car and you say to your husband or whatever, like, I want to just give me 10 minutes, be intentional with that time. Because that is you working, that's you away from your family, that's you away from hobbies you like, all the different things. So it's a big thing of you have to do the things that are going to move your business forward. I know training is a part of it, absolutely 100%. But don't get too caught up in training. Don't get too caught up in reading the manual of how to ride the bike. Get on the bike. Those are the things that are going to move your business forward. So if you showed up with purpose and you added value and you posted on social media and you connected with people, in my eyes, that is a huge power hour that will lead to Success Club points and challenge packs and coaches. And I think a lot of times we reverse that. We get so desperate to hit Success Club that we're not focusing on connecting with people again. Like be human. We're human people. And I know a lot of times we get stuck in invites and you're like, what do I say? And how do I follow up? Just be a normal person and how you talk. And that's what's going to help people know that you have not only integrity, but intention to help other people with the opportunity. We can overthink things. I've been there. It's better not to, and just put yourself out there. So first thing we're going to do, and this is probably going to be like, wait, what? First thing we're going to do, and it's not going to take long. This is going to be 5 minutes. I'm going to set timers on my phone so that we can do this. And we're all going to be doing this. So if you're sitting there going, oh my gosh, they're all doing it. What am I supposed to be doing? You're supposed to be doing what I'm going to tell you to do. And trust me, it will move your business forward. So the first thing that you're going to do, and this is what has helped me, and this is kind of funny. You guys might laugh a little bit because it might be kind of snarky, but we are going to send birthday messages, DMs, not on their wall, in their messages, because that's where we always start conversations, right? Not on the wall where we're talking about challenge pack sales. We always start it in DMs. I can't tell you how many times I've just, Merritt, I'll use you. Happy birthday, Merritt. I hope you have an awesome day and, have a great year ahead of you. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. I've been watching your posts and I really wanted to talk to you about what you do. Like, I need a plan. Like, that gives them an outlet to go, oh my God, she reached out first. Now on Instagram, you can't do birthdays. So, and the other thing is what I do is I clean up my friends list. So, how you get a birthday, like bing, it comes up and you're like, who the hell is this person? If you don't have a connection with them, if they are not helping you either add value to your life or a potential coach or customer, or just someone you're like, oh my gosh, I love this person, they're from high school, 86 them, okay? I know it sounds weird and it's on their birthday. They're not going to get a notification that you unfriended them, but it's helped me clean up my friends list a little bit so I can focus on the people that I want to see. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to Facebook. And if you say, I don't have any birthdays, then you got to find more friends, because you have 5,000 people that you can add to your friend list. Personally, I don't like to add a ton of coaches. They can follow me. I tell people that. So a lot of people on my team in the beginning, of course, they friended me, but I have a lot of people that follow me too. But this is where we're going to take like 2-3 minutes and send quick birthday messages right in their DMs, right in that message thread. Go. I'm going to set the time. Any questions, just throw it in the chat or unmute yourself too. You all know where to find the birthdays, I'm assuming. Okay. I'm looking. Merritt, there's your sister-in-law again. You got to get her. Okay. There's the timer. That was 2 minutes. If you didn't get through all your Facebook people that have birthdays, then go back, mark it down that you need to do it. I highly suggest you guys set timers. And I'm going to even give you permission, not within your power hour, but if you need to be like, oh, I just want to be mindless for a second, I challenge you to just set 5 minutes on your timer to watch people's stories, or you will be shocked how fast 5 minutes goes by, and also how much time is wasted by scrolling. Like all of a sudden, aren't you sometimes like, wait a minute, how is it already that time? Oh my gosh, I didn't do anything. Set timers for yourself. It will help you stay within your controlled time of what you need to do. So so the next thing, expanding our network. Okay, I just took little notes as I was doing my power hour so I could give it all to you. So Facebook, don't overthink it. Now I know Facebook's very different from Instagram. Instagram's like a big hug. Sure, well, let's follow each other. Blah. Facebook, they're like locked down. Who are you? How did you find me? Why are you friending me? What's happening? Right? So social media, that's what Facebook, Instagram, all these things are. So if somebody comes to you and you're like, wait a minute, I don't know you. How do I know you? Like my sister's like locked down. She's like, who is this person? They're friends with you. I don't know them. I'm like, whoa, sister, slow down. It's social media. They're not coming into your house. Don't worry. So the thing that I do is you sometimes can see it on your phone. Raise your hand if you've seen this, where it'll say friends you might know on this, like if you're scrolling your phone. Okay, so that you can go there, but make sure you're looking. Like I'm not gonna probably friend a coach that has like Melissa Sacco on it, or Dana on it. Like if I see other coaches have a lot of friends with them, I'm not going to do that. But a lot of times it's showing me like 30 mutual friends, but it's not the same that have coaches. And I have no problem making a list and sending them a request. So this is what I do. What's the birthday time frame? Is it just wishing everyone happy birthday who has a birthday in February? Well, I mean, every day I probably have about 15 people that it's their birthday. So I try to do it that way. And again, if you don't have anybody that has had a birthday, you could do that. Like if you go to your Facebook, if you're on your phone and then you go to events and then you go to calendar, you scroll down, that's going to show you all the birthdays. So say you're like, hey, I just want to come on and wish you an early birthday. What are your plans? You can do that. But as you add to your network, trust me, you're going to have birthdays every single day and you'll be able to see it. So for me, when I am friend requesting people, I don't do like 30 a day or anything. That's kind of sketchy. I try to do probably 5 to 8 on a general, if I'm talking weekly, adding to my network. Do they all add? No, they don't. I go old school and I write it in my notebook. Literally, boop-a-doop, boop-a-doop. I give it 3 days. I look them back up. If they haven't accepted it, I'm declining the invite, because they've either haven't, or if they've already declined it because they don't know you or they just don't want to. Don't have your feelings hurt. A lot of people are like, oh my gosh, you're the same friends. Cool. Bing. Just make sure your social media isn't salesy. It doesn't show your Beachbody ID to buy something. It's just for you to be social with people and be a human, I always say, so that they can be like, oh, this is cool. We have the same friends, not, oh, shoot, she's trying to sell me something. Okay. Because I have that all the time. And I want to save them and share them with you guys. Then I feel guilty. Like this one girl wanted me to join something. I was like, oh, this is the ickiest thing. And then she sent the message twice. And then she sent me another message with a different person's name. I'm like, doesn't she see she's sending me, and not that I haven't screwed up, but I always try to comment whoops, wrong name, totally screwed up. So remember, it's social media, so that when you're friending people, you're not just like, ooh, boom, 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 boom. Does this look like a decent person? I've had people that have friends where they have a gun to their head in their profile picture. Probably don't want to be around him. This is not my jam. Or I'm not somebody that swears a lot. So if they have all that, it's probably not my jam. So find people that are you. And if you drop curse words and that's who you are, then they may be your people, right? So look at their profile picture, check out who they are, and then you can do that. So you can do it that way. Or what you can do is think of friends that are you really admire and you like them, or maybe family members. Go to their friends list, look at their friends. Don't just pop the first 10 people, and then friend those people that you think would want to be friends with you. And then as you do it, you hit add friend, and either you write it down. I have these 2 little notebooks, guys. One is for challenger, potential, and I'll explain once I do that. One's challenger and one's coach. That's how I do it. These are my 2 little notebooks. That's all it is. That's how I stay organized. So when you friend them, and if they accept it, a lot of times, have you guys noticed it'll come up in your messenger? Hey, you've connected with a new person. You can send them a message right from there. Hey, I saw we had a lot of mutual friends. I'm always, looking to surround myself with positive people, whatever you would say, and that's the message I send. And then I try to make sure that I'm actively because I want to engage on their posts. I am not someone to go to like Instagram and like, and then comment. Those people I actually block. I don't like that process. I know it's worked for some people, but I just feel like you're sleazy. It's not my jam. And you did all of that in 1 minute. How did you like all those posts and read them and all those things? So for me, I will be a human and I will go to their Facebook page. Now for Instagram, it's a little different. What you can do is think of like somebody you love to follow. Like anyone, like maybe they're into fitness or maybe they're just somebody you just really like to follow. I'll go to who's following them so I can see their friends list, I guess you could say, whoever's following them. And you can kind of get a gist of their profile picture. Now, if it says like, Lisa gets fit, probably she might be a coach. We don't want to be friending coaches, obviously, because we want to be smart about who we're adding to our network. So on IG, search, go to their page, maybe 20 new people just from that. So that's 2 ways you can do it. So one way on Facebook is looking at that friends and writing them down, being intentional with whoever whoever it is. And you can have a third notebook. And let me explain. So if you're like just adding people, you could have it where you have one notebook, and then once they accept it, then that you could be like, wow, they'd really be a good challenger to start, and write them down there. And that way you can kind of keep track of who they are. I know there is Google Streak and you can do that. This is just what has worked for me. And then if I see them that they love to work out, like I just sent a message to this girl, she and I connected on Facebook. I can't tell you how. We probably had mutual friends. I really don't know how. And I invited her to the 3-day refresh group. She was like, no, she's very plant-based. I think that's kind of how we started following each other. And then I was like, okay, no problem. It wasn't her thing. And then I saw she posted a fitness picture. And I just sent her a message, said, seriously, I know this is probably coming out of left field. And I've been doing this for 5.5 years. So I know this might come across weird, but have you ever really thought about coaching? Because it seems like you have such a passion for fitness. And again, I'm not here to convince you, but if you're ever open to like earning, maybe $100 a month, while you do what you already love to do. And she wrote me back and she said, I really do love fitness. I just don't understand, I guess, what you're asking me. So she has no idea what I'm even talking about. So A, she probably doesn't like actively follow me, right? So she doesn't really know. And B, a lot of people don't know about coaching, which tells me that I need to talk about it even more on my page so that they can understand it. So we're going to take 10 minutes. And again, if you have questions or whatever, put it in the chat. We're going to go to Facebook and friend 15 people. I usually do 5 to 8. Why don't we aim for 15? Write it down, however you're going to keep track of it, so that if those people don't accept it within the next couple days, because most people, right, are on social media every day, like a couple times a day. But if they're not getting on social media for like 2 to 3 days, or they haven't accepted it, I tend to delete it and I keep their name just in case they come up again. So I can be like, wow, that name actually looks familiar, so I know that I can keep track. So there, and then Instagram, it's not your favorite influencer or whatever. It's people following people that you like. So like for me, I love following the Tone It Up girl, if you've ever heard of that show. She's a fitness girl, nutrition. She used to have a TV show. So I'm going to look at her people that are following her and see and look at their Instagram page, even if it's private. I don't have a problem requesting them if I think that that's something, especially if they look like a mom holding their kids. So we're going to do 10 minutes of that. And go.
Sarah, I have a quick question. You write down every person that you friend request? Like you write down their physical name?
Yeah, just even if it's like, so I can remember, so I can go back in a couple days. Like I said, it's usually like 5 to 8 a day on a safe day. So it's not too overwhelming for me to go back then the next 2 days and be like, okay, let me see if these 5 people. But a lot of times, Jillian, when they do accept it, it comes up in my Facebook Messenger. So I'm like, oh, cool. And then I'll just like highlight it. And then I'll put them in my other notebook to say definite challenger or coach. Cool. If that friend thing comes up on Facebook, I'll show it to you. Okay, just came up. So if you see here, I don't know if you can see it. It says people you may know. Now, the first person I can already see, she's friends with Melissa Sacco. I'm not going to friend her, right? Like Melissa's running a business. Now, here's another girl, Krista, 10 mutual friends. Now, I don't know why sometimes it shows certain people and sometimes it doesn't. Manages Skin Fit 716. I have no idea. She is not friends with any coaches. So I'm going to add her. I'm going to write her down and then go from there. Anybody know what Skin Fit 716 is?
Hey, Sarah, I have a question.
Yeah.
So I'll just use her name because you guys don't know her. I have an older lady. Her name is Dolly. She used to work with my mom at the high school that I used to go to. And I know she was doing like the It Works thing for a
Oh,
while. Is that like, sometimes I feel like I'm stepping out of bounds where I'm like trying to friend somebody that may be part of another,
no. I see
fitness.
it as what if it's not working?
Okay. All
Or
right.
we want to show them, like if somebody goes to a gym, does that mean they can't do my workouts? Or maybe somebody that is super fit is in need of supplementation that wants clean supplementation. So, I just play dumb. I really do. Or, just it's a great way to just kind of create a post in your head too. But yeah, I definitely would.
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right.
I mean, as long as you're not putting down the other, like, or because they're a part of it, they don't want to be like told, oh my gosh, that's crap, don't do that. They'll be like, oh, well, what do you know?
Awesome. Thank you.
Okay, I just did 10 on Facebook just now. So you can see how fast that goes. And we have about 4.5 minutes left. Instagram always takes me a little bit longer because I feel like I'm scrolling more. So Okay. So I got 6 on IG and 10 on Facebook, and that's just super quick. If you still have time, go back. You can always add people to it, but you can see how quickly you can add people to your network, right? And then tomorrow, what I'll do is I'll go through. That's what I do. I'll go through and I'll see, because sometimes on Instagram, it doesn't pop up like if you requested to follow someone, if like, hey, they accepted you, right? So I'll go back and see it. I just don't like a lot of loose things hanging out there. And also, I want people that are going to probably be on social media, not every single day, but 90% of the time, so they can see my stuff too. Okay, so okay, the mutual funds. Okay, so now it's all about the building relationships with intention, with lists. Now you can see I told you about my list. If you don't have lists yet, it's okay. A lot can be, just derivative right now of people that you've invited it from the past. So I want you to go back to your past, like 3 to 5 posts, or even more, or even maybe a post that really had a lot of likes or comments or whatever. I want you to go through the comments and likes, and I want you to engage with them, not you messaging them. You're giving your love to them. So say, okay, let's just say everybody on here liked one of my posts. So I'm going to go to Amanda's post. I'm going to look at her stuff. I'm going to love on them. I'm not going to be fake about it. I'm going to be a human. I'm going to find a post that I actually really like that she did and love on hers. So, if they haven't posted in a month, it'd be kind of weird to comment on their stuff. I totally get that. Sometimes I'll just be like, thank you so much for the love on my post. That's all. Just give an appreciation and love. But what I want to do is engage on their posts, engage on their social media, so that they know that it's not just all about me. So we're not going to be weird. Okay. We're not going to be inviting. We are not talking about Beachbody right now. We are sending love. There is no scrolling right now. We are building with intentions. We're going to go back to some of our posts and the ones that have liked, not coaches. We all love each other. I'm talking about people that have been maybe liking or commenting. You say thank you, whatever, but I want you to go to their Facebook page or their Instagram page and give them some love, and don't be weird. Okay? Just a nice, clean message. We're going to be human here. We're not going to talk about Beachbody, even though we want to. We want to throw up on them. We're not going to do that. So this way, we're going to do this for about 10 minutes. And then we have one more activity after that. And that'll probably bring us right to our power hour. But I want you to remember, every time you want to scroll while you're doing something for your business with intention, I want you to say no. So if you're like, oh, wait, but just no. So like the same way when I'm running and I want to stop, nope. And then 3 seconds later, I'm like, okay, break. Nope. Keep going. That's what you do with your business. Just say no and keep going. Okay. So this one is 10 minutes. We are not being weird. We are not talking Beachbody. We are loving and loving and loving. Do we follow them or just make a comment? Oh, privately, you sent that to me, Kara. So, well, if it's Facebook, you could just go to their page. If it's opened, you don't have to follow them or anything. But if it's on Instagram, that's all up to you. If you want to start, okay, their Instagram. So if it's Instagram and that's up to you. Write it down on your piece of paper. That way you could follow them and maybe start giving them some love. Social media is all about kind of give and take. It's like a teeter-totter, right? Here's the teeter-totter. So I bought Color Street Nails last night because this woman sent me a message and saw my stories, and she's like, oh my gosh, I have a buy 3, get 1 free. And she's like, and actually, I needed to talk to you about health and fitness. I'm like, all right, tell me about these colors. It's a teeter-totter. Is she going to buy something for me? I don't know. I'm not quid pro quo. I've had people come to me and say, if you purchase this Rodan and Fields from me, I will purchase from you. And I say, no, thank you, because that is not how I roll. But if she wants to get into health and fitness, great. I did it because I wanted to. She gave me the information first, so she got it. So this is all about love. Exciting and new. Okay, ready? Go ahead. If you haven't already. Somebody posted in this group on their page, which means they weren't doing their business hour. Just popped right at the top of mine. Okay, so just a little blurb. This girl just accepted my friend request just from what we were doing. It just popped up. So what I do is I take a highlighter. I'm not going to check it now. I'm just going to highlight that she accepted it. And then tomorrow I'll go to her page, probably like and comment on something if she posted recently, and then kind of look at her page to see if she is, you know, somebody that's a potential challenger or coach. Might even just randomly invite her to your legendary self. Like, you know, if you want to go in this group, and anyone can invite to that group in this group. That way it's kind of like a hands-off invite that she's getting free information on. So just wanted to let you know, I'm not cheating. I'm not getting sidetracked. So crazy to me how many times I see the same people liking and commenting on my posts, but they never post anything on their Facebook. Anybody else come across that? You're like, January 31st. Okay. Are you going to bed?
I was thinking that maybe we could ask them.
Okay, I will. I will. Okay, the last one we're gonna do, but before I, talk about that, just a reminder: make sure your page is representing that you have an opportunity for them. So maybe they're kind of scrolling through your page to see what you're all about before they friend request you. That it's not icky, but that, okay, let me see what she's about. Yeah, I like her positivity. She's not complaining. She's not whining. Like, most people really want to start engaging with those kinds of people on social media instead of the woe is me. And so make sure that, your posts obviously are inspiring, but letting them know you have an opportunity for them to join you. Not a like message me kind of thing, but each month I run an accountability group, whether you fill them or not, and I go along with you and do these workouts, and whatever's coming from your voice and how you say certain things, that's what you want your post to sound like. Nothing made up. Break up those paragraphs. One big paragraph, when you're reading it, you kind of get lost in the shuffle. So, take a couple sentences, start a new paragraph, take another couple. So it's almost like bullet points that they can grab from. That will help. Okay, the last thing we're going to do is we're going to go to our stories on Instagram. Yeah, we'll do that, and then I'm going to give you something else. So if you haven't checked out stories, but this is more so stories of people that you follow, not coaches, but potential people that you follow on your stories, and you're going to message them. We're just going to do this for like 2 minutes. So say you have somebody that follows you, you follow them back. Again, I keep a list of that because otherwise my following would be too much. I tend to keep my followers on Instagram really low so that I can be, intentional with who I'm following. So go up to the circles of who you follow and then say, like, I have this girl and she's back and forth about coaching. So I'm going to go to her stories. Board games while Nicole is sick in the tent. So that must be her kid. And I'm going to message her back and be like, authentic, me being a human. Those days are so tough. Does she have the flu or is it a cold? Just sending her a message that way, just to show her I'm real. I'm not just trying to sign her up and then bye, leave her alone. So we're going to do that for the next 5 minutes. Let's do 5 minutes. Okay. Okay, so after this, I know it's now 5 to 9, so I want to protect your space. So power hour, we talked a lot. The other thing I do, which really solidifies about 90% of my business, I don't send an invite and get somebody that says yes right away. It just never happens for me. Rarely. Like Jesus will throw me one like every a couple months. It's follow up. The follow up is the secret to my success. Really, it's following up with all the people that I've invited. Usually take at least 10 minutes, depending on my goals. And it's really just kind of a copy and paste. And I always say, I reverse the blame because you know how you see they've seen it and you're like, what's going on? They were so interested. I don't understand. So I'd like to reverse the blame. I make it about them. I create urgency. Sometimes I'll use an incentive. So if you're looking to lock somebody in, then you say, you know, I'm taking 2 more people on, or especially with the promo codes that we have. Or guys, you don't, as I told my team cup people, you don't even need a promo code. Be your own promo code. Throw them a $10 Amazon gift card. If you are looking to lock in Success Club, or, if they're really going to sign as a coach and that's what's going to push you to, Emerald or Diamond or Star Diamond or whatever, use that incentive. And I will say, like, I didn't want you to think I forgot about you. That's huge than somebody coming at you saying, I want to follow up. You said you wanted to do this. I have a $10 Amazon gift card. What do you think? That's too in your face. But if somebody came to me and they're like, hey girl, I know life gets busy, because I wish everyone would follow up with me. Like, that's me being real, because I forget so many different things throughout the day. And I know we had talked about this before. I know you wanted to do it. I'm taking on 2 more people. I'm throwing them a $10 Amazon gift card. If you're ready to do it, shoot me your email. And then whatever you guys have talked about, if it's been Shakeology or if it's been Performance and Recover. I tend to talk about Performance and Recover, as I told my team, way more than Shakeology, because once you drink the Energize, you're never going to stop, right? So people fall in love with the Energize. They love the taste of Recover. So just those getting 2 products for $60, and you're going to throw them an Amazon gift card. So that's what I did with this girl last night. She was like, hey, I wanted to get back into Beachbody, somebody from the past. Like, I go back to like past people. And I'm like, yeah, you know what? And I screwed up the pricing, guys, I'll be honest, because she wanted to get a completion pack with the work. And then she wanted to add on Energize. And with the challenge pack, the bar was $130, and then if you added on Energize to a challenge pack, it was $29. That's not how it came up. So I was like, I screwed up. So you know what? I'm going to throw you a $10 Amazon gift card. Let me know when you're set, and I'll send it over to your email. That whole let me know when you're set has really helped lock it down. Really helped lock it down. So that is what worked for me. Don't be afraid to tell them that you didn't want you to think that you forgot about them, because guys, there's times, and I'm sure we see a message and we're like, oh shit, I totally forgot about them. I forgot to follow up with them. It's okay. They're not keeping track. So if it's been a month, it's okay to follow up with them because they see it as you're doing this every single month. You have a new group starting that you want to follow up this month. I understand it didn't work last month. Totally cool. If they say no or not right now or whatever, give yourself permission to say, hey, totally understand. Is this something you'd want me to follow up with you on, say next month? Or is it not your jam? I've had people, most people, like 90% of them will say, yeah, you know what, follow up with me next month or follow up with me in April when things start to settle down. That's my favorite because I always say nothing's going to settle down. But also, if they don't, a lot of times they'll say, you know what, I'll contact you. And I know then, okay, you're not interested. And I kind of take them off my list. But at least I know now, right? And I'm not chasing those people. If you don't have follow-ups, then send more invites and be focused about that. Be intentional with it. Being disciplined and intentional will help you so much. So if you think you're like working all the time and I'm not moving forward, you're just not doing the right things to move your business forward. These are the right things that will help move your business forward. Don't blame the business. And you tend to see that sometimes. Beachbody didn't work for me. Well, it does work. It's just what you're willing to put into it. Grab that Success Club tracker and write down your numbers and see where that takes you. That's why it's there, to give you a guide. That's why we have portion controlled containers, to give people a guide of how to eat. But if you're at the end of the week of the portion controlled container and you're starving, what are you going to do? You're going to adjust it, right? That's what I want you to do with your business with the Success Club tracker. It's going to help adjust your business to go, you know what, I only did 10 follow-ups. Maybe I need to up that to 20, or maybe I need to up my invites, or maybe I need to have more of those connections. Wasn't that fun to do, to go to someone else's page and comment and give them some love? And I love doing that. I just feel like it's that teeter-totter. Like, not everybody's going to comment on mine and then I'm not going to do anything with theirs. I really love to do that. So I just got a new book. It's called I should check this out. Essentialism. Essential ISM. I heard it's a really great read. I'm gonna grab it off Audible, I hope. That's gonna be my next book. I still am finishing up Build to Last. I love that book because it's written by a Beachbody coach. And guys, make sure each Wednesday that you're checking. That's why I usually put up the post on Tuesday, that you're checking your inactive coaches or coaches that are going to go inactive. You know, you could absolutely say, hey, you want to pop in a 3-day refresh? Like, what's going on? Is something going on with your Shakeology order? You know, have those conversations. And if you're looking to pop Emerald or Diamond each week, take a peek at that downline. That's what it's there for. Just go right underneath your sponsorship drill down too. So thank you guys for popping on. I will save this recording. So if you need a guideline of what to do and you didn't write it down, but hopefully this was helpful for you guys and it powers you through. And I hope you guys have a great weekend. Thanks, guys. Thanks for being on.